Yo, what's up, y'all? This Philosophical from the Rap Review Room. We got an up and coming artist album review coming up. We got a new artist here, man. His name is King, and we're going to be reviewing the Rise EP, y'all. Let's check this out, man. Cut to the intro. What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? I first want to get the business out of the way. I first want to say I'm philosophical, and this is the Rap Review Room. I really appreciate everybody that has liked and subscribed to the page. Please continue to like. Please continue to like and subscribe to the page as I tells YouTube that you're enjoying the content, and definitely push the videos up. And I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so really appreciate everybody that has given all the feedback. I try to engage with all the comments that I can. Really appreciate it, man. We ain't gotta agree. It's cool. We can debate, man. It's definitely great feedback, and also being able to um, engage with you guys in the comments on you guys' feedback, especially on the Lloyd Banks. I really appreciate that. That was a great album. Really appreciate it. Also, as I'm getting ready to do in a few moments here, if you're an up and coming artist and you want your music reviewed here, whether that may be a track, an album, or interview, don't hesitate to reach out. As you know, this is a platform where we like to share and give our up and coming artists a platform to get their music heard. This information is also down in the description box. I just asked that you subscribe here, follow me on Instagram, send me a message, let me know a little bit about you. So we got an artist here named King, right? This artist hit me up in Instagram, of course, for an album review. And this young artist hails from Zambia. Dope, man. Shout out to that area. And basically, he is really trying to. He looks up to a lot of artists, right? Trying to really get his message out there, really get his artistry out there. And he has a new EP titled "The Rise," right? And by all means, man, it's been a really crazy busy week for music. Um, from the Lil Wayne album to Lil Sims album, all the reviews. So I really appreciate and I'm honored. Even Dr. Lecter and Prefit's album. It's been a long week, man. Long, exhausting week. So I appreciate everybody's patience. So I've been a little bit behind on being able to review tracks and albums, but I'm catching up. But still, when he reached out to me, um, you know, it's his information will also be down in the description box. I listened to this album after listening to all those other albums. It's been a long, like I said, it's been a long week being able to review this. And you know how sometimes you you hear all the mainstream and commercial artists, and you hear that one artist where it's like, I want more. I want to hear more. I'm going to support this guy. Because everybody needs a push. Everybody needs help in certain areas of their music, right? We all got to start from somewhere, right? So I'm gonna get to the track listing in a few moments here, but when he reached out to me, I started listening to this album, and by all means, this album is 5 tracks. The first thing I do is I want to give you guys a little lesson, right? As far as if not just me, maybe different artists, but as far as when I go to an artist page and I view their page, I want to see the albums you've done, the different singles you come out with. What have you done as far as features and things like that, right? So when I went to his page, it was like, okay, he's put out some singles. He's put out some. Now, this EP looks to be his first album. First album. So we all know first albums are kind of, man, from experience. First album, there's a lot of pressure. Second album is even more pressure to overcome and get better from the first album. And then, you just continue to work from there, right? So the Rise, the EP by King. I want to first say, I feel like this album he's a dope artist, good artist, dope artist. I will say that I feel like as far as he still gotta, you know how sometimes we need to hone in our sound, right? But I love his voice on this. I love the way he's rapping on this. There are some content issues here where I feel like sometimes where I felt, I don't I don't really tap into that, spectrum of it, right? But on the other end of it, it's like I like what this guy. Some things here I like what this guy is doing here, right? So we're gonna go through the track listing here on the Rise EP, right? I thought the Rise intro here, great intro. This is a, and I keep saying this, the intro, and I've spoke to Soul about this. The intro is kind of, it's either you're gonna continue to have me listening on this, or it's you can is a chance you might lose me. I thought the intro was great on this. Good intro on this to really introduce yourself as an artist. Um, Juice was cool. That was the second track. Juice was cool. High Life, I saw that he had released as a single. I felt High Life was a good track. Real bouncy, uplifting track. I really like that track. Stay Up was really good. And I want to say Stay Up should be more tracks that I feel like you should probably come out with, right? And then Let It Out is kind of Let It All Out is kind of that emotional track that I felt was a good track. Should you have ended it that way? Hmm, I did. So I will say that sometimes there are differences between EPs and projects, but at the same time, it's like I feel like you have a lot of growth to do, a lot of growing, and I know this is not going to stop, man. I know it's not gonna stop as far as, like, 5 tracks here. We got 5 tracks. It's a good out it's a short album to where, like, now you know how sometimes you put out your first project, now you gotta hone in on the lessons, and you gotta really network and really put yourself out there to a point where it's like, now you gotta get on features. Now you gotta try to get people to also be on your tracks. Because I do feel like this was a risk album as far as, like, I need to put this out there because sometimes we as artists we sit on music for a long time, we never put out, and then when it's time to put it out, we're not happy with it. So I appreciate the fact and the effort that you did put this project out. Like I said, the Rise intro, great, good intro to start off with your album. Juice was cool. High Life was a main single. I like that. Stay Up, I really enjoyed that as far as you saying on kind of keeping your mindset and staying up, staying focused, and Let It All Out. It's that emotional track. I really like that. So I want to say that continue to make your music, continue to do your thing, continue to record, continue to do better. But I want to say to my audience out there also, let's support this artist. Because my review, my feedback is not the end all be all, right? Support this artist because I love the feedback. Like when I review a lot of up and coming artists, it's one of those things where it's like a lot of artists have reached out to other artists and say, "Man, I really like your music. You're dope." And it all, and I think ridiculous for that. He was one of the very first tracks I did, man, and it just kind of blew up from there, man. I really appreciate that, and I think this is one of those things where it's the same thing here, right? High Life as a standout track, right? But I want to say, get your engineering together, right? There's some content. Get your lyrics together. Get your bars together. I think you're headed towards the right direction as far as your production, but I said this on the Common review, and I feel like Common suffers from this sometimes a little bit, but he's a little bit more seasoned artist. And we're all getting into our seasoned um how can I say seasoned, role, seasoned career, right? Sometimes we have good production, n- and lyrics are subjective to the audience, right? So I want you to really hone in on that. Production versus lyrics, lyrics versus production, get on features, and really still continue to promote this album. And I hope you're still recording. I hope you're still telling your life story because I really did appreciate this. It tells a certain story, but there are some things in here where it's like lyrically, production, mixing, mastering, and this is your first project, right? We all got to learn that. So I want to say, continue what you're doing. I want to hear more. I'm definitely going to be supporting, following you, definitely, I really appreciate and honored to be able to review this album. So 5 tracks, a really short listen. Definitely reach out to him. His information will also be down in the description box, man. Really appreciate the effort on this first project. Really, 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 really good first project for you, man. Really continue to do your thing. I'll be still looking out for you, man. Still looking out for more music. I want to hear your features. I want to hear more of what you got to say on your story. All right, man. Again, definitely follow him. Really follow King. Definitely support him as an artist, y'all. So continue and like continue to like and subscribe to the page, y'all. Really appreciate what you guys have done. And if you really appreciated that review that I did on this up and coming artist and you want your music reviewed here, please don't hesitate to reach out. I first ask you subscribe to the page here. Also, follow me on Instagram, send me a message, tell me a little bit about you as an artist, and we can definitely get your music reviewed here, as this is a platform we can get your music reviewed here as an up and coming artist, y'all. I'm Philosophical from the Rap Review Room, y'all. I'm out, y'all. Peace.